Hello, geocaching friends. Welcome to Hiker James Geocaching Talk Show, live from Ohio, USA. And we have our co-host, Kenny Gibb. Kenny Gibb from Arizona. Hey, Ken, how you doing?
Oh, pretty good, James. How you doing? It's 12 o'clock Mountain Standard Time with a temperature of 104.
Wow. Okay.
So that's not too. I can handle this kind of weather for caching.
Got up the other morning, get ready for work, and I checked out the weather for here, there, and Florida, and it was a cool 66 degrees here, and I flipped it over to Bullhead, and it was 95, I think it was, that already, and that would have made it, let's see, I checked it about 2 o'clock in the morning. So you still, the night caching just isn't quite for you yet, then, is it?
No, it hasn't. Actually, we had some friend of ours that we go caching with. They just got back from Florida, and it was pretty humid out there.
Right.
So you step outside for about 2 minutes, and it felt like you just got out of the shower.
Yeah. We've had rain here, kind of sprinkles and showers and things like that, but I've had a couple other geocaches get a little damp, but they said they were still able to sign them. So I've got me a little list, probably about 6 of them now, and I need to go out and change the logs in it, but I want to get them changed before they tell me they couldn't sign the logs. I see that cache-based travel bug, I didn't see where yours was yet, the one you put out there, but the one I put out there was still in Colorado.
Okay.
And, I just never got a chance to look at the other one because, of course, I got that, popped up on my email, and that's the reason why I've seen that. And I have a TB that's been out there. Somebody picked it up June of 2012, and never done anything with it until a couple days ago. He finally dropped it off. He said, I found it in my inventory. I'm thinking, wow, he must have an awful big inventory if he just found it in there. So it's been a year and a couple months there since he's been holding on to it, and he finally dropped it off in a cache. And I thought, wow, and it was Theodore, the chipmunks. And it's pretty good size. It stands about 3 or 4 inches tall. He must have thrown it in his junk drawer or something when he got home with it, but it's back out there again, so yay for that one.
Yeah, I'm looking here, and my cache-based travel bug is still in Tennessee.
Tennessee. Okay.
So, and we emailed some people about one of ours today that's been missing almost a year now.
Yeah, I see where it was. One fella had somebody found it, and he said it was almost 4 years since the last person that found it. Even looked for it. It's been sitting out there for 4 years, and finally somebody found it and logged it. So, makes you wonder how long. Well, like the guy that found that one up there in Canada, how long has that been up there before somebody found it? It just I think maybe the farther in between finds on it means it's better hid.
Yeah, that's true. I usually try and put them in a cache that has a lot of activity, so then they move around. But we started that 31 days of caching, so I'm 2 for 2 so far.
Oh yeah,
I had to make an unexpected run to Las Vegas Thursday night to pick up our friends at the airport. That's the closest airport everyone can fly into. And so along the way, I thought, well, it's the first, so I'll just I'll map me one out and pick it up on the way out there.
All right.
And then we've got another one yesterday, so it's going to be a little tough, but I think we might be able to pull it off and get all the souvenirs.
Oh, that's a good deal then. There'd probably be a lot of people doing that too, and probably be. I'm not going to get it. I got the one for that day last month, and I had to drive. I think it was like 15 miles or so to get that one. And there's some new ones out now. They're all like within 5 miles, 6 miles from me, and I'm getting them all together. And I just go out there and get them all at one time. So it's there's still a couple miles in between each other, but they're all out 15 miles away. So it's not going to be so bad.
That kind of makes it tough when they're spread out like that. And, there's rumor going around town that one of the local cachers here is waiting on a power trail to be published. And I think they said there was about 80 of them. So it'll be right here in town.
You got any interference on your phone there?
I had a little bit of static, but it seems to be gone now.
Yeah, mine. I did too the whole time you was talking, but I caught what you said, but it was it went away as soon as you got them talking. So, okay, well, yeah, that's what it is with me now. You know, but got that new vehicle now. I can go farther, you know, and just get some stuff, you know, all close together in a row. And that old truck I had, man, that was my geocaching truck, though. I'm going to miss it when it's already gone, but I'm going to miss it when it's gone.
Yeah.
I've had that truck for 7 years. I gave $600 for it. I got my money's worth out of it.
Oh, I bet you did.
So, let's see. I had a couple other little things here going on. I've seen in the news and stuff for geocaching. My mail wasn't up yet. Yeah, I don't see it. Somebody tried to call me on that. Can you try to call me?
Earlier, yeah.
Oh, okay. But see, it's expired, but it's still working. I don't understand it, so I didn't want to take a chance on the show today and call from that number and get cut off halfway through.
Yeah. And, well, while you're looking for that, on the geocaching blog, the geocache for the week is, it's called Catching a Cacher, How to Build a Better Blank. And that's, if anyone wants to look that up, it's GC29F60, and it's in Michigan. And this is a pretty cool one. If everyone just probably have, I don't know how many favorites it has. It's a giant mousetrap.
Oh, well, with all the people laying in there?
Yeah, and the cache is actually a piece of cheese. It's painted like a piece of cheese.
Okay, yeah. Run that number by me. That GC number, run again.
Yeah. Let me see here. It's GC29F60.
Okay. Yeah, see that time. All right. I've seen pictures of 2 or 3 different ones, you know, like that. I'll guarantee you, well, I think you've seen that little trap that I had a picture of on there one time. It was like a fox trap or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And then it was opened up, and it had the little nano on the little thing there. But I made a comment about it, you know, you'd have to be careful taking that out. Well, the guy, after he got it open and set it, he fixed it to where it wouldn't release. You know, he says it won't, there's no way that it'll release, you know. So it's just kind of spooky if you happen to, especially if you was looking for a geocache, you almost stepped on that thing.
Yeah, it would. but they did a really good job on this. So there's an article on there on that. And also, right under that is they have the 31 days of geocaching. It's a printable calendar. Have you seen the calendar?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Okay. Well, when you see the calendar on each day, there's a little picture on there.
Okay.
And that's actually what the souvenir looks like.
Okay, yeah. So now, actually, then you don't have to get all 31 of them. You can get like one today, one Monday, one Wednesday, and you still get a souvenir for that day, or do you have to get all?
You get a souvenir for that day.
Okay.
And then if you look at the calendar at the picture, then that will be the souvenir that you get for that day.
Okay, yeah. It's the one that with the mousetrap. That's the one that was on the geocaching news, wasn't it? On I can't remember what they changed it to now on that Longitude 47 news.
Yeah, it's the geocaching blog.
I threw something up there on the chat. Can you see that website that I put up there?
Yep.
That I don't now. If you click on it, if you're in the studio there, if you click on that, it might throw you off of this studio thing, but I'll send it to you on your page too. But this address here that I posted on there is called.
How do I solve all these blankety-blank puzzle caches?
There you go. Yeah. Yeah, that's good though. I mean, I tell you where it come in handy with me was on the ham radio thing. Somebody posted a message on there in Morse code, and I know that one even deciphers Morse code. So I went to it, and copied and pasted it on there and to read what he said. So then I just went ahead and typed out something and sent it back to him in a message with Morse code, and that people looking at this like, what is going on here? So, but I guess there are some geocaches that people put out there with the Morse code and the Braille. There's even Braille. All kinds. Oh, well, I'm sure there's not too many people that need that Braille to go out there, but that's. Of course, I've seen Braille on the keyboards on the drive-through ATM machines, and that's kind of scary.
Well, they're just about everywhere now.
Have you heard from Paul lately?
From who?
Paul on CatSpace?
No, I haven't seen him on there not very often anymore.
I haven't. I sent him last time I sent him an email. Hadn't heard from him. I'm looking at almost 2 weeks now that I haven't heard from him on that. And Paul, if you listen to this today or tomorrow, whatever, give me a little message back. Let me know you're okay there, bud. We're missing you on there. So
he's on one of those geocaching adventures.
There you go. Yeah. So I hope he's having fun. He likes to get out there and do that. That's one of his weekend getaways.
Yeah, I hear that. I'm going cache crazy myself.
Right.
So, but
out here to where you can actually get out and go and not have to worry about it. One day to the next now if it's going to rain or not. So that helps out a whole lot.
Right.
Of course, what I was thinking. Did you see the stats for last week? It passed up the week before already. On the archive listeners.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah. It had, let me see here. I'll check that out. It just might be that we're, a little bit off on our time for a lot of people to listen to it live. But, hey, if they're listening to it archived, they're getting the message.
Well, and if, anyone out there listen to the archive caches, write us a note or something, and any suggestions, whether it be time frame or something like that.
Right.
Maybe we can work on that. So yeah, any input from any of the archive listeners, write us a note.
And also, I've been looking at some of the past shows, like on April and the 6th and April the 13th. There's over 50 people that's listened to these. There's one on 420 that's 48 people listen to that one. 51 people listen on 511. Well, I guess they're hitting them a little bit of time as they go, but right, they got 29 last week versus 19 the week before. So it looks like the people are having more time where they can actually listen to it now.
Yeah, I like that. But yeah, I got to go out. I'm going to go out after the show here, and we're going to go get our cache for the day. We attempted it this morning. It's in somebody's front yard, and I had looked at it about a week ago or so, and loaded it into my phone, and it's in a housing subdivision, and I couldn't pull up the map on my phone. All I had was the compass, but I knew I looked at it from the satellite view. I said, okay, it's the third house from the end of the cul-de-sac, and so I'm following the compass, and we pulled up to a house, and the garage door was open. Now, this cache is called Wild Goose Chase, so I imagine it's under maybe a decoy goose.
Right.
So we're kind of looking, the garage door's open, but I was still showing we were over 100 feet away. And I said, I don't know if this is the house. And, I got that look from the wife. We'll come back. She's like, I'll go get it. I said, I really don't think that, I just want to double check. We can always come back. So we get home, and I pull up the satellite, and sure enough, it was the wrong house. So we're 1 block over.
Wow.
So, a cache like that, you really want to make sure that you're going to the right house.
Right.
Because
the chances are that the caches that are on property belong to the people that live there or related to them or something, or like if I put a cache on your property, they're somehow connected to that property. But, wow.
But this cache wasn't even close to where the cache was. So I was glad that my instincts were right and we didn't get out of the truck and start wandering around these people's front yard.
Yeah, that would have been hard to explain.
Well, it would have.
It was a rock pile, and he was out there cleaning all the rocks out of his bed there. What are you doing? Oh, I'm looking for a geocache. Oh, what? Oh, I got the wrong address. Okay, Ken. You almost got me talked in the mood to going geocaching today.
Well, get on out there and get that souvenir for the day.
I can do that, and I can go get one for tomorrow. It's going to be fun. See how many souvenirs you got. I don't have too many, but I've got the main, the kind of like the main ones or important ones. I don't know what you'd call it, but it's fun to get them on there. I've seen some people that's got a whole page full.
Yeah, we really need to get an event going out here. I know last week we were talking about the cash in and trash out events, and that you said something about you want to talk about that this week. Because that's a good thing the geocachers do for the communities is cash in and trash out events.
Right. And then nobody's going to complain about you being out there picking up trash.
No, not at all. I do it. I do it all the time. Even when we're out caching, is you see trash, you pick it up.
Right. I seen did you see on, I don't know if depends on who's friends with who, on Facebook, this guy had a travel bug on the roof of his car?
No.
I'm going to find that and copy that, send it to you, or at least I'll just repaste it on there. It really looks sharp, but the thing was probably 6 or 7 foot long, across the whole roof of his car. There it is. Yeah, it was from Travel Bug. Thank you for sharing, Stephen. Fly fast. Yeah, it's got like a little minivan, and it's a good sized one, and it's got the numbers on there too. I guess we could discover it. I bet he's going to have a lot of discoveries on that one.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, there was on Cache Base on one of the groups, the Travel Bug group. A lot of people were sharing their trackables on there.
Right. Yeah, I've got a few of mine out there, and there for a while. A lot of people was discovered, but now it's just now and then. So I'm glad to see that it dropped a little bit because I don't know if it's good to share them like that or not, but I mean that's what everybody does on that one page. So it's almost like that's what that page is for.
Right. Yeah, I got another one here. It's a little. I'm getting ready to send out. It's a little school bus. I work for the school, so got me a little die-cast school bus. I'm gonna send that out here in the next couple days.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, they're coming out with a lot more attachments on them now. A lot of times I find just the travel bugs, and then that's not. It's good, I guess, because you can put them in a smaller container. But if you get the bigger one, something attached to it, you're not going to lose it as quick. So that's what I was afraid of on that one there from Paul. Was I'm afraid that somebody had dropped it out of the cache and just lost it. And I looked everywhere and didn't see it. So then when I heard from the guy, then I was real happy about it.
Yeah, I'd imagine they're a little bit harder to lose too, also being as thin as they are.
Oh, yeah.
If they're not attached to anything.
Have you been watching that Geocaching 6?
I have. It hasn't really been anywhere.
Right. Well, I think it got dropped off now. I don't remember where exactly.
From what I can see, it's still in Ohio.
Oh, okay. It might take a little bit of time for that to jump out there unless somebody goes to an event now, or somebody's from out of state. So being that you're handing it to somebody, it could be a little bit harder to pass it on.
Yeah. Boy, I got my phone beeping at me, so if you lose me, I know we only got a couple minutes left, but...
You're going to leave me out here all alone, ain't you, Ken?
No, not.
Mine was down on some battery but when I first started, but I think I got enough. We only got, a minute, less than 2 minutes there. So anyway, let's just wrap it up. Let's go in here. And let me tell people how they can get interested in geocaching if they're not already. And, wow.
Okay.
Oh, I had that page here somewhere. Okay. To find out more about geocaching, go to geocaching.com.